Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Making an Impact with Zebu Nation. And today we have for you a very, very special matchup. This is the 33rd game of the MLS regular season in the year 2019. And we are playing none other than the #1 team in the league, the LA Galaxy. Look over here on the supporting shield, and they are the supporters shield. They are 19 points ahead of us in the supporters shield. So they've had a heck of a season this year. 19 wins, 8 draws, only 5 losses on the whole season. Plus 26 goal differential is the best in the league. So they're flying high. They're playing well. Take a look at the old LA Galaxy. Last year, not so good. I mentioned this a few times. But they were second to last in the entire league last season, and now they've shot up to first place. Take a look at their registration. They got 24 players on their roster, so they're at least, doing pretty well. Only $3.95 million in the salary cap, so they're even below the salary cap, so that's pretty good. They've got some really good players. Alessandrini, they picked up Dom Dwyer. They still have the 2 Dos Santos brothers, Jonathan and Giovanni. So they've got a very, very potent squad, a lot of really good players. We'll see how they bring those together against us today. Meanwhile, we got a lot of players who are back now from international duty, but they just came back a couple of days ago, so we're not going to get too many of them in the lineup. And we're going to go with the 4-2-3-1. We're going to add a couple of wrinkles to it than what we had in our previous game against Chicago. Gonna go a little bit more aggressive, more like our 4-2-4. Maybe not attacking, but we're going to do a little bit more in terms of pressure and a little bit more in terms of tempo. We're gonna go higher tempo, more pressure, because honestly our players are more used to that. So maybe we can pressure LA a little bit, get on the front foot, and take it to them if we have to. Hopefully they've got a lot of players coming off international break as well. I mean, both of the Dos Santos play for Mexico. We got Jackson Amell coming back off of injury, Giglio, Erwin Mendy. Giglio and Mendy probably won't play. Jackson Amell, we got him on the bench, so maybe we can get him a little bit of time. Anyway, LA is the 3-1 favorites. They're in decent form coming into this. They got 2 wins and 3 draws, it looks like. So they're undefeated in their last 5. Meanwhile, we are woeful. 4 defeats and a draw in our last 5. So we gotta worry about that. It's 73 and sunny in old San Diego. Gonna visit the StubHub Center in Carson, California. We got our substitutes back. We're going to go with Jackson Amell on the bench, Romero, Mane, Nasco, Giglio, Salmon, and Lutweiler on the bench. I've been looking at our goalkeepers, and it seems like Lutweiler is letting in more goals in the second half of the season. So we're going to go with Crepeau for a little while. So, Crepeau in goal, as I just mentioned. Taylor and Duverne back at fullbacks. Bruno, our recent signee, and Cabrera are going to be in the midfield, defensive center backs. Toure, Andre, and Pace again in the midfield. Vargas, and we're going to bring Petrasso in at the right-hand side on the right wing. And we're going to have the youngster, Jan Franco Vasquez, up top. He played well for the under-23s. He got a lot of goals, so we'll see if he can carry that on a little bit to this team and maybe score some goals for us. That would be nice. Meanwhile, it looks like they've got most of their team back. The 2 Dos Santos brothers are in. Jonathan on the right wing, Giovanni up top as advanced playmaker. Dom Dwyer, their leading goal scorer. That was a heck of a move for them in this offseason. That's probably why they've scored so many goals. Yep, Dom has 17 goals, a 7.08 rating. So he's playing really well. All right, let's get to the dressing room. Pep talk. We're the underdogs. Let's get the upset, I guess. That's pretty good. Opposition instructions. What does Wilfred have to say? He's got a lot to say. Close down on everybody is what Wilfred says. I guess we'll take that advice. All right, let's go. Let's go, boys. This is going to be a tough matchup, but we need a win. Honestly, we can't fall behind in the table. Full crowd here. LA has come out to support the Galaxy. LA loves a winner. So if LA's at the Galaxy at the top of the table, they're going to have a lot of fans, a lot of supporters. It's just sort of how it works in LA. Vargas gets triple teamed, even dribbles into trouble. Giovanni up to Jonathan. He tries to get forward to Dom Dwyer. He beats the defense, but he's sort of bracketed there. Good play by Duverne. This is a long highlight for the first highlight. There we go. Okay, LA with the first real highlight. Throw in to Giovanni. Drops it back. EA. To Jonathan Dos Santos. He's marked there. Double covered. He still gets it across, but Duverne again. Taylor. Can't get it out of our own zone. That's no good. Giovanni almost gets tackled. Oh, boy, there's so many good players. João Pedro finishes us off. Alessandrini. They got so many good players up front. This is difficult. Jonathan to Giovanni, Alessandrini, João Pedro finishes it off. Not much you can do about that. Can't expect our goalkeeper to stop that kind of shot. All right, boys. Let's look to get one back. Yaya Toure, can he do it again? The Magic Man. No, he cannot. He scored one magical goal for us last game. That was our only goal to get the draw against Chicago. I got a feeling we're going to need more than that against the Galaxy. Here's Pace gets it forward. The youngster, Vasquez, going to drop it back. I'd like you to get forward, young man. You're supposed to be scoring goals. Pace is going to try to get it to him. He can't quite do it. He's stunned into submission there. But Duverne keeps the highlight going. Andre, Toure, Pace. Vasquez gets it to Vargas with the shot. So they want us to retain possession. We'll try that. I think that might be a good idea against LA. Keep the ball away from their talented players. Jonathan Dos Santos to Alessandrini. His shot's wide. I don't think it was touched. Nope. So I think if we can control the ball a little bit, I mean, doesn't seem to be working at the moment, but the theory is it's like keep away. If we can keep the ball away from their good players, then they're not going to be able to score against us. But unfortunately, if they just sit there and do this, they're going to eventually find a weak spot. And there it is. Dos Santos to Dos Santos. This is not looking good. Yeah. So again, they just work it around patiently, waiting, looking. Dos Santos gets it outside and he just crosses it. It's like they've played together before. Yep. All right. 2-0 down. I guess this is what all the fuss is about. This is why LA is winning the league. They look pretty good. So we'll go control here. Here they are again. Alessandrini out wide. Back to João Pedro. Dos Santos takes the shot. It's a little bit disturbing how they're getting so many chances here. Andre wins a ball, thankfully. Somebody who can win a ball. Cabrera Gets it up to Toure. Going to control it here, slow play it. Taylor loops it downfield. Vasquez can't. I don't think Vasquez is going to work. We're going to have to bring in some other players here. Duverne gets it forward to Toure. Andre tries to get it out wide. It's intercepted, and here comes LA. Alessandrini trying to beat Duverne one-on-one. No, he gets some help there. They just swapped positions. I don't like that. Dos Santos out wide. Great pass to Dwyer. A little one-touch pass to Pedro. Back to Dwyer. Wide open. Crepeau with a stop. It was a great pass into space right there. And they get a corner out of it. Jonathan Dos Santos sends it in. Penalty of some sort on Giovanni. Get out of here. Here we go. Petrasso with the corner. Drops it off to Toure. Toure gets dispossessed for a minute. Pace has it. Pace back to Andre. Andre out wide to Bruno. Central defender. Don't really like that, but he gets it back to Toure, who takes the shot. Nope. Looked a little disorganized on that play there. Creeping up to the 30-minute point. Here's another corner for LA. Jonathan Dos Santos again tries to get it to Giovanni. Vargas can't quite chase it down. There's a bad pass by Dos Santos. Pace intercepts. Gets it up to Petrasso. He's going to make a run down the near sideline. He's got guys rushing towards. Ugh, that was a risky pass. Oh, here comes Pace. Look at that lucky counterattack. Pace, I think that's his first goal of the season. Counterattack was surgical, apparently. I don't know about surgical, but Petrasso makes a nice run, and then a risky pass back into the middle of the defense. But a tackle by Shkevchik. Shkevik, probably. Anyway, Pace finishes it off. The young draftee from a couple years ago. I guess that would be last year because we've only played for 2 years. But anyway, there's Crepeau. So we're back in it. 2-1. Still waiting for that to hit that 30-minute point. Duverne loses it, though, to Alessandrini. Can't have these kind of turnovers. They got men rushing forward. Dom Dwyer has it. Oh, that was a bad. I don't know if that was. If he was supposed to pass that and he was like in the middle of a shot or something. I don't know, but that looked bad. Here's Giovanni sending one in to Jonathan. Saved by Crepeau. All right, they're starting to put pressure. Maybe we should go on the counterattack. 31 minutes. We finally crossed that 30-minute mark, but since then it's been all LA. They've been getting all the highlights. Let's get a steal here. That would be good. No, Alessandrini. Hey, there's a highlight ended. That's interesting. Normally they pass the ball around and get at least some sort of attempt. But anyway, here's João Pedro. He gets it forward to Dom Dwyer. One-on-one with Crepeau. That's not so good. Yeah. Yeah. So here's Dos Santos to Pedro. Pedro just finds Dwyer. Sucks the defense to him. Cabrera gets out of position. He's at the stopper position for some reason. So that's why he came forward. And that's why he was out of position. And that's why Dwyer just snuck behind him. So what are we looking at in terms of ratings? Taylor, not so good. Here's LA with another highlight. Sends one out wide. Alessandrini crosses to Dwyer. Oh my gosh. Yeah. They're carving us up right now. It's Thanksgiving dinner all over again. Woodward just bombs one down the sideline for Alessandrini. Wide open. Easy. 1-2. Ouch. Ouch. It's like, it's like a cup game where you're playing a lower division team or something. They're just running around our defense like we're not even there. And this is probably the best defense we can put out there. It's our most talented defenders. Maybe we could put a defensive midfielder out there to help them out, but that's about the only thing we could do. Here's Dom Dwyer. Centers to Pedro. Pedro's got Dos Santos on the run. Oh, Crepeau with a stop. So much for the theory of Crepeau not letting in a lot of goals. I guess he just hasn't played against the better teams, maybe. We got that one out of there. Ended the highlight. 40 minutes down. We're going to have to make some halftime adjustments. It's a question of... Here's Alessandrini. Oh, crosses, but nobody's there. That would have been another goal. It's a question of, do we go more defensive to save face? Or do we go more offensive to try and, get some of these goals back? I don't think... I've got some ideas of what we could do if we want to go back to the 4-2-4. But I don't know. I don't know. We could drop back to the 4-1-2-3 DM wide, try to salvage it. But I don't know that that's really going to do a lot for us. It'll let them just run out the clock, and maybe they'll, take pity on us and stop doing this, whatever this is. Tom Dwyer down the near sideline. Alessandrini, Pedro, out wide. Alessandrini again. Dom Dwyer streaking towards the front of the net. He doesn't need to because Giovanni's already there. 5-1. Ouch, boys. Ouch. This is just great play. Look at that pass. 360, no-look pass. Alessandrini just... Another simple ball. So, will dropping a defensive midfielder back really stop that? I don't know. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, tactics. Analysis, what do we have to say for ourselves? Space between our defense and midfield is too big and can be exploited. So that's a 1 vote for defensive midfielder. Should encourage our players to play a short passing play. That's no help. So either DM wide or we go attack. DM wide, attack. DM wide, attack. So if we go attack, we'll probably take out pace. Bring in Jackson Amel. Go 4-2-3-1. Then what do we do? That's that. We don't really need to take out anybody, honestly. Don't need to take out anybody. We still just have Vasquez up top, and I don't know that that's a great option. Could move Vargas up top with his 5.9 rating. That would at least let him do something, maybe. And then we can bring in Romero. Yeah, how about Petrasso? Petrasso's a little better suited to that. He can play winger just fine. Romero doesn't need to play on attack. He can play support. I guess we'll do this. Play counter, I suppose. If we start getting a couple goals, we'll figure it out. But for now, we're going to be aggressive, not happy with your performance. Cabrera, get out of here, Cabrera. All right, let's go. Cabrera wasn't happy with that team talk, but, you know, maybe he played okay, but the rest of the team... And honestly, he's the one who kept letting Dom Dwyer get behind him, so... Anyway, there's Romero coming in, making a positive impact right off the get-go. 5-1. Ouch. It's been a long time since we've been beaten that bad. I mean, I thought LA Galaxy was pretty good, but I really didn't think they were this good. Skelvik. That's not such a hard name, Skelvik. Jurgen, maybe. Here's Taylor with the throw. And Toure passes back to Pace. Let's see what he can do with it. Man with the goal. Gets it out wide to Romero. He's got some men rushing towards the front. No, he drops it back to Toure. His shot's deflected, but we're going to get a corner out of it. Here comes Vargas. He's going to send one in. Cabrera can't win it, but looks like Andre's going to get it. To Pace. To Toure. Back to Andre. Yep. That was not a good shot. All right, what are we looking at? Petrasso 6.0 rating. Vargas 6.0. That's no good. Here comes Dos Santos. Pedro, Giovanni, they're building up to something terrible here. Dwyer again behind the defense. I mean, he was a little more tightly marked that time, but still, he would manage to get a pretty decent shot away. Comes Dos Santos, sends one in. Bruno wins it out. Straight back to Dos Santos, though. Alessandrini just bombs one into the crowd. Good job. All right. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Substitutions. We got to get some of these guys out. I mean, Vargas, I guess, is playing a little better. Petrasso's looking motivated, but he's playing worse. Taylor on the left-hand side's playing poorly. I mean, everybody's playing bad except for Pace, Toure, Romero. They're playing average. Everybody else is awful. So who do you bring in? Who do you substitute out? I don't know. It's sort of... I mean, who's going to make a difference out there? Mane could make a difference for Petrasso. Jackson Amel for Vargas could make a difference. So I guess we'll make those two moves. What else can we do at this point? Bring in Jackson Amel as the target man. Mane. Sure. Yeah, we'll keep him at the... Well, yeah, we'll keep him at the wing. Maybe we'll switch him around to the right side, actually, now that we made those subs. Yeah. And we're not doing much of anything. Ciani comes in for Skelvik. Here's Pedro again, another set piece for LA. Alessandrini sends it wide. It's going to hurt our goal differential for sure. That was one of the things that was keeping the other teams at bay, was how good our goal differential is, and now it's not looking so good. 5-1. "77 minutes. Here we go. Here's Toure. Free kick. Sends it in. Rosenberry sends it out. Looks like Woodward's going to chase it down for LA and start their counterattack. You got men rushing forward. Let's get on Woodward here. Get the steal. Nope. Bad pass, but Alessandrini tracks it down. He just bombs it forward. He's got Riquarte who's in the game now. Oh, boy. He hits the post. Riquarte is a guy they picked up earlier this year. 28-year-old Colombian. Looks pretty good. 15 dribbling, 12 finishing. That's pretty good for a winger. 84 minutes. Ugh. Bradford Jameson the fourth. Alessandrini off. Giving their boys a little bit of a rest against us. I guess this explains why LA has such a good goal differential. They've been killing folks. We are no difference. This is bad. I don't normally feel this outclassed by other MLS squads. It's something to think about. LA Galaxy 5-1. Look at these ratings. Crepeau, Cabrera, Taylor, Andre. All under 6.4. Bruno also is in there. Pretty bad, boys. Pretty bad. Dressing room. Let's give them the old anti-pep talk. Assertive. Not happy. Get out of there. Yeah, so sorry you had to sit through that, but that was pretty bad. LA Galaxy win the Supporters Shield. Pivotal match was 3-0 versus NYCFC, I guess. At least it wasn't versus us. Let's see competitions. So that puts them 5 points ahead of Houston with 1 game to go. So that has definitely secured them. They're right. I'll check their math out. Meanwhile, for us, we're now just 1 point ahead of both Atlanta and Toronto, even with DC United. So we've actually managed to mess up the end of the season so badly that we're in a playoff hunt now. We're in a battle. We need to win our last game to secure playoff spots. I mean, there's 3 teams below us that have a chance to overtake us. That's no good. No good at all. So we're going to have to come back for our pivotal final game. I mean, I guess I'm just trying to set up some drama at the end of the season, right? Keep going back and keep replaying these games over and over again until I lose so that we can have a dramatic end of the season. I wish that's what I was doing, but no. We've just been not playing well. Look at this. Oof, this is no way to end the season. Don't have a... last year was the opposite. Look at 2018. We had sort of a rough middle part, and then we came on, pretty decently towards the end. Only 1 loss. Well, this is all wild card stuff. So at the end, we finished with, 4-game unbeaten streak at the end of the season. And we still had a rough middle area, so this is like this. I think we're gonna have problems every year when it comes to international duty. I just get that feeling, and that happens a lot with Canadian teams because there aren't a lot of Canadian players. So obviously, you're gonna have the best ones are gonna be on the various national teams. But anyway, that's the sacrifices we make. I guess we'll come back for our final match of the season versus, that's last year's schedule, versus Philadelphia. That's going to be a tough one. They're in 3rd place. So we can't catch them. They're just fighting for position with New England. And I guess New York. They could still, if they win that game, they could sneak ahead of New York and take that 2nd position. So Philadelphia's got a lot to play for. We've got a lot to play for. It's going to be a heck of a match, and we're going to have to figure something out. So, until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.